Do this in secret and watch money flood into your life. Introduction. The whisper you almost didn't hear. You can feel it, can't you? It's that quiet hum of anxiety that lives just beneath the surface of your days. It is the knot in your stomach when you think about the end of the month. It's the silent prayer you whisper when you swipe your card, hoping it goes through. You have worked hard. You have followed the rules. You have done everything they told you to do. And yet here you are, feeling like you are running on a treadmill, moving your legs as fast as you can but never actually getting anywhere. You see others who seem to have it so easy, and a part of you feels a bitter sting of confusion and injustice. What if I told you that they don't know something you don't? What if I told you they are simply doing something you are not? This isn't about education or background or even luck. It is about a secret, but not the kind of secret that is locked away in a vault. It is a secret that is hidden in plain sight, a whisper so quiet that the noise of your worry has been drowning it out. It is a fundamental shift in your energy, a private alignment you make with the very forces that create worlds. This book is that whisper, turned up just loud enough for you to finally hear. I'm going to give you the key to a door you never even knew was there. Behind that door is not a complicated system or another set of rules to follow. Behind it is a simple, profound truth about how this universe actually works. Forget everything you think you know about making money. Forget the struggle, the hustle, the endless chasing. We are not going to work harder. We are going to work deeper. We are going to plant a seed in the secret garden of your inner world. And together, we are going to watch as it grows into a forest of abundance that floods into every corner of your life. This is not a fantasy. This is your birthright. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Money Lie. Deconstructing the myth that keeps you broke. Before we can invite abundance into our lives, we must first clean the house. We have to sweep out the dust and debris of all the lies we have been told about money. You see, you cannot attract something that you secretly deep down resent or fear. It is like trying to call a beautiful bird to your hand while holding a rock. The bird feels your intention, and it will not come near. Money, which is nothing more than a form of energy, works in the exact same way. For generations, we have been fed a diet of toxic beliefs about wealth, and these beliefs have become the bars of a cage we don't even realize we are living in. The first and most poisonous lie is the one you have heard 1,000 times. It is the idea that money is the root of all evil. This single phrase has done more to create poverty and struggle than almost any other in history. It is a misquote, a distortion of an ancient text that actually said the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. The love of it, the obsession with it, the willingness to harm for it. Money itself is completely neutral. It is a piece of paper, a number on a screen. It is a tool, a resource, a form of energy. Think of money like a hammer. In the hands of a skilled carpenter, a hammer can be used to build a beautiful home that shelters a family and fills them with joy. In the hands of an angry person, that same hammer can be used to shatter a window and cause harm. Is the hammer evil? Of course not. The hammer is just a hammer. The energy and intention of the person holding it is what determines the outcome. Money is exactly the same. In the hands of a generous, kind, and creative person, money becomes a tool for immense good. It can build hospitals, fund art, feed the hungry, and provide security and freedom for loved ones. When you believe money is evil, you subconsciously push it away from you at every turn. Why would your soul, your higher self, allow you to accumulate something you believe to be dirty, corrupt, or bad? It wouldn't. So you sabotage yourself. You get a little extra, and an unexpected bill appears. You get close to a promotion, and you suddenly make a mistake. Your inner world is trying to protect you from what you have told it is evil. You must release this lie right here and now. Say it out loud. Money is neutral energy, and I will use it for good. The second great lie is that you have to work brutally hard to become wealthy. We are taught to glorify the hustle, the burnout, the sacrifice. We are told that a life of abundance requires a life of exhaustion. Look around you. Is that really true? Do you know people who work 2 or 3 jobs who are physically and emotionally drained every single day, yet are still trapped in a cycle of debt and worry? Of course you do. Now think about people who seem to attract wealth. Are they all working 20 hours a day? Or do some of them seem to operate with a sense of ease, flow, and even playfulness? The belief that struggle is a prerequisite for success is another chain that keeps you locked in place. It creates a reality where you believe you must trade your life force, your joy, and your time for dollars. This is a terrible trade. The universe does not demand your suffering as payment for its gifts. It responds to your alignment, not your sweat. A person who is in energetic alignment with abundance can achieve more with 1 hour of inspired action than a person who is out of alignment can achieve with 100 hours of desperate hustle. We will talk more about inspired action later, but for now just allow this idea to settle in. Abundance is not the prize at the end of a long, painful race. It is a state of being you can choose to step into. It is about working in harmony with universal energy, not fighting against it. Release the need to struggle. Give yourself permission to believe that ease and abundance can coexist. The third lie is subtle but just as damaging. It is the belief that wanting money is greedy or unspiritual. This often trips up people who are on a spiritual path. They think that to be good or enlightened, they must renounce all worldly desires and live a life of stark simplicity. Let us be very clear about what greed is. Greed is not the desire for a better life. Greed is a state of fear. It is the frantic hoarding of resources based on the belief that there is not enough to go around. Greed is the feeling that you must take from others to have enough for yourself. It is a symptom of a deep belief in scarcity. The desire for abundance, on the other hand, is one of the most natural and spiritual desires you can have. It is the desire for more life. It is the desire to express yourself more fully, to experience more of the beauty this world has to offer, to have the freedom to follow your passions. It is the desire to provide for your family not just their needs, but their dreams. It is the desire to be so full that your cup overflows and you can give generously to others without a second thought. There is nothing greedy about that. It is your divine purpose to expand, to grow, and to live the fullest life possible. Money is simply one of the tools that helps you do that in this physical world. To deny your desire for the resources that would help you live more fully is to deny a fundamental part of your own nature. Do not be ashamed of wanting a life of freedom, joy, and security. Embrace it as a holy and spiritual quest. It is the quest to become the most expanded, expressed, and joyous version of yourself. These three lies, that money is evil, that struggle is necessary, and that desire is greed, have formed an invisible prison around your mind. They have created a subconscious money blueprint that is set to repel instead of attract. Your old story might have been that money is bad and hard to get. Your new story is that money is a wonderful, neutral energy that flows to you with ease, supporting your highest good and the good of those around you. You are not just learning a new technique. You are undergoing a spiritual detoxification. You are cleansing yourself of the collective pollution of scarcity thinking. You are reclaiming your power. You are remembering a truth that your soul has always known. You are worthy of abundance, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are a child of the universe, and it is the nature of the universe to expand and to give. Your only job is to get ready to receive. The first step in that process is to stop believing the lies that have told you it is not for you. It is for you. It has always been for you. You just needed to wipe the fog from your eyes to see it. This is the foundation upon which we will build your new temple of prosperity, a clean, solid ground of truth where there is no guilt, no shame, and no apology for wanting the beautiful life you were born to live. Feel the relief in that. Feel the lightness that comes from dropping these heavy, useless beliefs. This is your first taste of freedom. There is so much more to come. Chapter 2. Your personal money story. Finding the invisible chains. Every single person walking this earth has a story about money playing in the back of their mind. It is a silent movie that runs on a continuous loop, directing every financial decision you make, every opportunity you take, and every dollar you attract or repel. Most people are not even aware this movie is playing. They think they are living in the present, making rational choices, but they are actually just acting out a script that was written for them long ago. Your financial reality today is a direct printout of that inner story. To change the printout, you must first go back and edit the original script. This is the most personal and crucial work we will do. We are going on an archaeological dig into your own past to uncover the origins of your beliefs. I want you to find a quiet moment for this. Take a few deep breaths, and let's travel back in time together. Go back to your childhood home. See it in your mind's eye. Walk through the rooms. What was the feeling in that house when the subject of money came up? Was it tension? Was it hushed whispers behind closed doors? Was it loud, angry fights over bills that couldn't be paid? Or was it a feeling of ease, of calm, of "we always have enough"? Think about your parents or the guardians who raised you. What was their relationship with money? What did you hear them say over and over again? Did you hear phrases like "we can't afford that," "money doesn't grow on trees," or "rich people are all crooks"? Or did you hear "we can save for that," "money is a tool to help us," or "we are so blessed"? These phrases, heard in your most formative years, did not just float past you. They became the building blocks of your reality. They were programming code being installed directly into your open and impressionable young mind. What was your very first memory of money? Did you get an allowance? Was it given freely and joyfully? Or was it a reward for chores, teaching you that you must always work for every single penny? Did you lose some money once and get punished for it, teaching you that money is connected to pain and loss? Did you see one parent have to ask the other for money, creating a dynamic of power and control in your mind? Take your time with this. The memories and feelings that come up are the invisible chains that have been holding you in place. We are not doing this to blame our parents. They were simply acting out the script that was written for them by their parents. This is a generational pattern, a cycle of inherited beliefs. And you are here to be the one who breaks it. Based on this story you have just uncovered, you have formed what we will call a money blueprint. Just as a builder cannot construct a skyscraper on a blueprint designed for a small shack, you cannot build a life of abundance on a blueprint designed for struggle and lack. Let's look at some of the most common blueprints, see if you can recognize yourself in any of them. First, there is the struggler. The struggler's core belief is that life is hard and money is even harder. They expect difficulty. They are so accustomed to the feeling of fighting for every scrap that when an opportunity comes easily, they don't trust it. The struggler will often unconsciously sabotage good things because the state of success feels so unfamiliar and uncomfortable. Their theme song is "one step forward, two steps back." They are addicted to the struggle itself because it is the only reality they have ever known. Then there is the spender. The spender uses money as a temporary fix for an inner emptiness. When they feel sad, bored, or insecure, they buy something to get a quick jolt of pleasure. Their blueprint links spending with emotional relief. The problem is that the high is fleeting, and it's often followed by a crash of guilt and even deeper financial stress. The spender is constantly trying to fill a leaky bucket, never understanding that the hole is on the inside. They are chasing a feeling, not an item. Next, we have the worrier, who can also be the hoarder. The worrier might have a decent amount of money saved, but they get zero joy from it. Their blueprint is defined by a deep-seated fear of loss. They live in a constant state of what if? What if I lose my job? What if the market crashes? What if I get sick? This fear prevents them from ever enjoying the security they have created. They check their bank account obsessively, and every dollar they spend feels like a painful loss. Money is not a tool for joy. It is a fragile shield against a dangerous world. Finally, there is the avoider. The avoider's blueprint is one of denial. They find money so stressful and overwhelming that they simply refuse to deal with it. They don't open their bills, they don't look at their bank statements, and they have no idea where their money actually goes. They live with their head in the sand, hoping that if they ignore the problem, it will somehow go away. Of course, it never does. It only grows larger and more terrifying in the shadows. Do any of these sound familiar? You might be a combination of two or more. The point is not to judge yourself. The point is to bring what was unconscious into the light of awareness. You cannot heal what you cannot see. For years, this story, this blueprint, has been running your life from the shadows of your subconscious mind. It has been the secret author of your pain and your frustration. But today, right now, that ends. By simply seeing it, by recognizing it for what it is, an old story, a collection of outdated beliefs from the past, you have already begun to take your power back. You are no longer the character in the movie. You are becoming the director. You can now see the invisible chains. They are not made of real steel. They are made of old memories and inherited fears. and a thing made of memories can be dissolved by a new choice. Your past is not your prison. It is your classroom. It has taught you exactly what doesn't work. It has shown you the painful result of living with a blueprint of lack. Now you are ready to graduate. You are ready to thank your past for the lessons and then let it go. Take a deep breath and imagine gathering up all those old memories, all those limiting phrases, all those painful feelings. See them in your mind's eye as a bundle of old yellowed papers. Now, in your imagination, I want you to set them on fire. Watch the flames consume the story of "we can't afford it." Watch the lie that money is hard turn to ash. Watch the fear and the worry and the struggle burn away until there is nothing left. What remains is a clean, empty space. This is the space where you will write your new money story. A story not based on your parents' fears or your childhood experiences, but based on a higher truth. A story where you are the hero, where abundance is your natural state, and where money is a faithful and supportive friend on your journey. This is the real work. It is the deep cleaning that makes everything else possible. You are no longer bound by those invisible chains. You have found them, and in finding them you have found your freedom. Chapter 3. The Scarcity Virus. Why your brain is hardwired for lack. Now that we have cleared out the old stories, we must address something even deeper. It is a biological and energetic infection that I call the scarcity virus. This virus is not in your body, but in your mind and your energy field. It is the pervasive underlying feeling that there is never enough. It is the voice that whispers, "Be careful, hold on tight. Someone else will get it if you don't hurry." It is a state of being that is so common in our society that we have mistaken it for normal, but it is not normal. It is a profound state of spiritual sickness, and it is the single greatest reason why money and opportunity cannot find you. To understand this virus, we must first look at the magnificent machine you live in, your brain. Your brain has a tiny ancient part called the amygdala, which is your internal smoke detector. Its only job is to scan for danger, for threats to your survival. For our ancient ancestors, this was incredibly useful. It kept them safe from predators and other tribes. In the modern world, however, this smoke detector has become faulty. It can no longer tell the difference between a real physical threat, like a tiger, and a perceived financial threat, like an overdue bill. When you worry about money, when you panic about your bank account, your amygdala screams, "Danger!" This triggers a flood of stress hormones throughout your body, most notably cortisol. You are now in what scientists call fight or flight mode. Your heart pounds, your breathing becomes shallow, and the blood drains from your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for creativity, complex problem solving, and rational thought. You are now operating from the most primitive, fearful part of your brain. Can you make a wise, creative, expansive financial decision from this state? Absolutely not. When you are in fight or flight, your only options are to run away from the problem, which is what the avoider does, or to freeze in panic. You literally cannot access the part of your brain that can find solutions. Living with the scarcity virus means you are marinating your body and mind in these stress hormones day after day. It is a chronic state of low-grade panic that clouds your judgment, drains your energy, and makes you sick. This is not just spiritual talk, it is biological fact. The stress of scarcity thinking physically damages your ability to become abundant. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy. You feel lack, which triggers a biological state that prevents you from creating anything but more lack. Now let's look at this from an energy perspective. Imagine you are trying to catch beautiful, delicate butterflies in a field. If you run around frantically with your fists clenched tight, shouting, "I need to catch a butterfly," you will only scare them all away. Your desperate, needy energy repels them. This is how most people approach money. They chase it, they grasp for it. Their fists are clenched with worry and fear. Now imagine a different approach. You walk into that same field, find a comfortable place to sit, and you become very still. You open your hands, palms up, in a state of quiet and peaceful expectation. You are not chasing, you are allowing. You are not demanding, you are inviting. Soon enough, a butterfly, feeling your calm and welcoming energy, will gently land on your open hand. This is the energy of abundance. It is an open, receptive, and trusting state of being. The scarcity virus makes you clench your fists. The truth of the universe is that you must open your hands to receive. You have been taught to believe in a lie, the lie that the universe is a place of limitation. We see it as a pie, where if someone takes a big slice, there is less left for everyone else. This is a human illusion, born from the fear-based part of our brain. It is not the truth. The spiritual truth is that the universe is a place of infinite abundance. It does not operate like a pie. It operates like an endlessly flowing river. There is more than enough for everyone. One person's success does not take away from your potential success. In fact, it can add to it by showing you what is possible. The universe is made of a single intelligent, formless substance that is always seeking fuller expression through you. There is no shortage in this substance. The only shortage is in our awareness of it. The scarcity virus is a form of spiritual blindness. It prevents you from seeing the opportunities, the help and the resources that are all around you, all the time. So how do we begin to cure this virus? We do it by consciously choosing to look for evidence of abundance instead of evidence of lack. This is a practice, a daily mental exercise. As you go about your day, I want you to start playing a new game called Spot the Abundance. Look at the abundance of leaves on a single tree. Look at the abundance of cars on the highway, the abundance of products in a grocery store, the abundance of stars in the night sky. Notice the small abundances in your own life. You have an abundance of air to breathe. It comes without cost and without end. You likely have an abundance of clothes in your closet, far more than you could wear in one day. You have an abundance of water flowing from your tap. When a friend buys you a coffee, do not see it as a small thing. See it as the universe showing you evidence of its generosity. When you find a parking spot right in front of the store, see it as a sign that things can flow to you with ease. By deliberately focusing your attention on what is plentiful, you begin to retrain your brain. You are teaching your amygdala that the world is not a dangerous, scarce place. You are starving the scarcity virus of its food source, which is your attention on lack. Every time you catch yourself thinking, "I don't have enough," I want you to stop. Take a breath and say, "That is the old story. My new story is that I live in an abundant universe and I am always provided for." This might feel like a lie at first. That is because the virus has had control for a very long time. But you must be more persistent than your programming. You must choose your new belief with a gentle but firm resolve. You are replacing a program of fear with a program of trust. You are consciously, deliberately, turning off the alarm bells of scarcity and tuning into the beautiful music of universal abundance. This is not about ignoring your current reality. It is about refusing to let your current reality dictate your future reality. You are planting new seeds, and you are watering them with your focus and your faith. The scarcity virus cannot survive in an environment of gratitude and trust. It thrives in the darkness of fear and withers in the light of awareness. Open your hands. The butterflies are waiting. Chapter 4. The Big Secret. You are a human radio tower. We have now cleaned the house and begun to heal the virus of scarcity. You are now ready to receive the central secret of this entire book, the engine that will drive all the change in your life. It is a truth so simple that it is easily overlooked, and so powerful that it can reshape your world from the inside out. Please read these next words slowly and let them sink deep into your soul. The great secret is this: you are a broadcasting tower, and your feeling is the signal. The universe is not giving you your reality. It is simply matching the signal you are sending out. That is it. That is the entire game. For years, you have been focused on the wrong thing. You have been trying to change the world outside of you, hoping that if you can just change your circumstances, you will finally feel better. You have it completely backward. You must first feel better, and then your circumstances will change to match your new feeling. Let's use an analogy that will make this perfectly clear. Think of yourself as a sophisticated radio. The universe is broadcasting on all frequencies simultaneously. The Abundance and Joy station is playing beautiful music at 101.1 FM. The Struggle and Lack station is playing static and sad news at 92.3 FM. The Health and Vitality station is at 98.7 FM. And the loneliness and frustration station is at 88.5 FM. All of these stations are broadcasting right now in this very moment. Now your feelings are your tuning dial. If your dominant feeling is worry, anxiety, and fear about money, your dial is firmly set to 92.3 FM, the lack station. You can beg and plead and pray all day to hear the beautiful music from the abundance station, but it is impossible. You are not tuned to it. The universe isn't punishing you or withholding the good music from you. It simply cannot deliver the 101.1 FM signal to a radio that is tuned to 92.3 FM. It is a law of physics. Your job is not to try and force the universe to change its broadcast. Your job is to change your own frequency. Your job is to consciously and deliberately tune your feeling dial to the station you want to listen to. You do this by generating the feeling of abundance before you see the evidence of it. This is the key that unlocks everything. You have been living your life as a thermometer, simply reacting to the temperature of the room and reporting what is. If the room is cold and full of lack, you feel cold and lacking. To change your life, you must stop being a thermometer and start being a thermostat. A thermostat does not report the temperature of the room. It sets the temperature. It sends out a signal that says, the temperature in this room will be 72 degrees, and then the environment, the heating and cooling system must adjust itself to match the signal. You are a thermostat for your own reality. When you wake up in the morning and immediately start worrying about your bills, you are setting your thermostat to lack. The universe, like a faithful servant, then orchestrates a day for you that matches that signal. You will notice all the things you don't have. You will have frustrating conversations about money, and you will miss opportunities because your energy is repelling them. When you learn to wake up and deliberately set your thermostat to gratitude or ease, you send out a different signal. The universe then has to bring you circumstances that match that feeling. You will find that coin on the street, someone will offer you help, an idea for a new stream of income will pop into your head. The universe is not judging you, it is only matching you. This is what people call the law of attraction, but a better name is the law of vibration or the law of resonance. Like attracts like. A tuning fork vibrating at the note of C will cause another tuning fork tuned to C to begin vibrating, even across a room. It will not affect the tuning fork tuned to G. Your feelings are your vibration. The feeling of joy has a very high, fast vibration. The feeling of fear has a very low, slow vibration. Money, opportunity, and solutions also have a high vibration. They exist on the same frequency as joy, gratitude, and love. They cannot, by law, exist on the frequency of despair and worry. To attract wealth, you must become a vibrational match to wealth. This means you must find ways to feel the feelings of freedom, security, and ease now, even in your current circumstances. This might sound like a paradox. How can I feel wealthy when my bank account is empty? This is the work. It is the secret practice that the masters of life have always known. You do not need evidence to feel good. You have the power to generate feelings from within, using your thoughts and your focus as the catalyst. Your thoughts create your feelings create your vibration, and your vibration creates your life. It is a chain of creation that starts in your mind. You have been using this law your entire life, but you have been using it unconsciously by default. Because of the scarcity virus, your default setting has been worry, so you have unconsciously created a life with more things to worry about. Now you will learn to use this law consciously, on purpose. You will become a deliberate creator of your reality, instead of a passive observer of it. This is the ultimate power you possess. It is the divine spark within you. You are not a victim of a random, chaotic world. You are a powerful broadcasting tower, sending out a signal that shapes the very fabric of your reality. For a long time, you did not know you were broadcasting. And you did not know you could change the station. Now you know. Everything is about to change for you. Because you finally understand that the power was never out there. It was always inside you. It was your own feeling, your own vibration, your own secret signal to the universe. So let's ask the most important question. What station are you broadcasting on right now? Chapter 5. The Two Currencies. Why energy is more important than money. You have been taught your whole life that there is one currency that matters above all others. That currency is money. We spend our lives chasing it, worrying about it, working for it, and sacrificing for it. Today, I want to introduce you to a radical new idea. Money is not the primary currency of your life. It is a secondary currency, a byproduct, an effect. The true primary currency that governs everything is your personal energy. Your life force, your vitality, your emotional state, your focus. This is the real gold. How you manage this primary currency of energy determines how much of the secondary currency, money, flows to you. We have it all backwards. We willingly sacrifice our primary currency, our energy, to get the secondary currency, money. We take jobs that drain our soul. We stay in relationships that exhaust our spirit. We worry ourselves sick, all in the pursuit of dollars. This is like a farmer burning his precious seeds for a little bit of temporary warmth, leaving him nothing to plant for the coming harvest. It is a losing strategy, and it is why so many people are both broke and exhausted. I want you to ask yourself a very honest question. Why do you want more money? Think about it for a moment. Dig deeper than the surface answer of, to pay my bills. What is the feeling you believe more money will give you? Is it the feeling of freedom, to be able to do what you want, when you want? Is it the feeling of security, the deep sense of calm that comes from knowing everything is taken care of? Is it the feeling of joy, the ability to buy beautiful things and have wonderful experiences? Is it the feeling of generosity, the happiness you would feel by being able to help your loved ones? Freedom, security, joy, generosity, these are feelings. These are energetic states. What you are truly chasing is not the paper or the numbers in your bank account. You are chasing a feeling. You are chasing an energy. Here is the secret that will shift your entire focus. You do not need the money to arrive first in order to experience those feelings. You have the power to cultivate the energy of freedom, security, and joy right now. And doing so is the very thing that magnetizes the money to you. Managing your energy is the most important financial activity you will ever engage in. Think of it like a tree. Your inner world, your energy, your connection to the universe, these are the roots. The money, the opportunities, the physical things you desire, these are the fruits of the tree. For years, you have been standing under a barren tree, staring at the empty branches and trying to staple fruit onto them. You have been focused on the effect, not the cause. The wise farmer ignores the branches and focuses all of his attention on nourishing the roots. He makes sure they have water, good soil, and sunlight. He knows that if the roots are healthy, the fruit will appear naturally, effortlessly, as a matter of course. Your job is to become a wise farmer of your own life. Your job is to stop worrying about the fruit and start nourishing your roots. So what does it mean to manage your energy in a practical way? It means you begin to treat your personal energy as your most valuable asset. More valuable than the money in your bank account. You become a fierce protector of your own vitality. You start to consciously choose thoughts, activities, and people that increase your energy, and you consciously eliminate the things that drain it. Let's identify some of the biggest energy drains. Complaining is a massive energy leak. Every moment you spend complaining about what is wrong in your life, you are pouring your primary currency down the drain. Gossip is another one. Engaging in negative talk about others lowers your own vibration and depletes your spirit. Worry is perhaps the biggest drain of all. Worry is the act of using your powerful imagination to create what you do not want. It is a prayer for chaos. You must begin to plug these leaks. When you catch yourself complaining, stop. Shift your focus to something you can be grateful for instead. When someone tries to pull you into gossip, politely change the subject. When you start to worry, you must interrupt the pattern and choose a thought that feels even slightly better. On the other side, you must actively invest in things that increase your energy. What makes you feel truly alive? Is it listening to music, walking in nature, playing with a pet, losing yourself in a creative hobby? These are not frivolous luxuries. These are essential investments in your primary currency. Spending 20 minutes listening to music that fills you with joy is a more powerful financial move than spending 20 minutes worrying about your credit card debt. The first activity raises your vibration and tunes you to the frequency of abundance. The second activity lowers your vibration and locks you into the frequency of lack. One is nourishing your roots, the other is poisoning them. Your new goal is not, I need to make more money. Your new goal is, I need to cultivate the feeling of abundance today. You can do this in countless small ways. Put on your favorite outfit, even if you are not going anywhere special, because it makes you feel good. Take 5 extra minutes to truly savor your morning coffee, feeling the warmth and gratitude for that simple pleasure. Go through your home and clean one small area, creating a pocket of order and beauty that makes you feel calm and in control. These small acts of self-care and joy are deposits into your energetic bank account. They are you being the thermostat, deliberately setting your inner state to prosperity and well-being. When you make feeling good your number one priority, everything else begins to fall into place. Your mind becomes clearer, so you notice opportunities you would have missed before. Your energy becomes magnetic, so people are more drawn to you and want to help you. You begin taking inspired actions that feel light and easy, instead of forcing yourself to hustle from a place of fear. You start to see that money is not something you have to chase. It is something that is drawn to the energy you radiate. Your only work is to tend to your inner fire, to keep it bright and strong. Stop sacrificing your well-being for the illusion of wealth. Instead, make your well-being your path to true wealth. Your energy is the cause, money is the effect. Nourish the cause, and you cannot stop the effect from showing up. This is the law of the universe. Your new mantra is this: I am a manager of my energy first and a manager of my money second. As I fill my life with the energy of joy and abundance, the symbols of that abundance must follow. Chapter 6. The Law of Deservedness. Why you block your own blessings. We have arrived at the most tender and hidden place in this journey. It is the secret chamber in your heart, where your deepest beliefs about yourself reside. Here we will find the master switch that controls the flow of all good things into your life. It is the law of deservedness. You can only ever have and keep what you subconsciously believe you deserve. The universe could be trying to pour a waterfall of blessings upon you, but if you're holding a cup the size of a thimble, you will only ever catch a few drops. The size of your cup is your sense of worthiness. For so many of us, our cup is tragically, heartbreakingly small. Have you ever had something wonderful happen, only to feel a strange anxiety, a feeling of, this is too good to be true? Have you ever gotten close to a major goal and then suddenly you procrastinate, make a foolish mistake, or pick a fight with a loved one, effectively blowing the whole thing up? This is not bad luck. This is your subconscious mind at work, faithfully enforcing your upper limit of deservedness. You have a thermostat set for how much joy, love, and abundance you are allowed to experience. The moment your life gets better than that setting, your internal system kicks in and creates a problem to bring you back down to the familiar temperature of your comfort zone. Even if that comfort zone is uncomfortable, it is what you know. This is different from the scarcity virus. Scarcity says, there isn't enough to go around. Unworthiness says, there is plenty, but it's for other people, not for me. Where did this crippling belief come from? It was not born with you. You arrived in this world as a perfect, magnificent being, knowing your inherent divinity and worth. But then, you were taught. You were taught by well-meaning parents, teachers, and a society that had forgotten its own worth. You were taught that you had to earn love by being good. You were taught that you had to get good grades to be seen as smart. You were taught that you had to be quiet, to not be too much, to not take up too much space. Each of these experiences was a small chisel, chipping away at your innate sense of deservingness. You learned to equate your worth with your performance, your achievements, and the approval of others. The message was clear. Your value is not inherent, it is conditional. This belief becomes the bedrock of your financial life. You believe you must work incredibly hard to earn every dollar. You believe that receiving money easily, without struggle, is somehow cheating or that you don't deserve it. So you block it. An easy opportunity comes along and your mind immediately says, what's the catch? Someone offers you help and you feel obligated and uncomfortable, so you refuse it. You are unknowingly rejecting the very gifts the universe is trying to send you. Your soul knows the truth. Your soul knows that you are a piece of God, a spark of the infinite creator. And as such, your worth is absolute and unconditional. You do not have to earn your next breath. The universe gives it to you freely, as a sign of your deservedness to be here. You do not have to earn the sun's warmth on your skin. It is a gift, given without condition. Abundance is your birthright. not a reward for good behavior. You are worthy of all the good life has to offer simply because you exist. Let this truth wash over you. You are worthy. Now let's do a little experiment to find your resistance. Find a place where you can be alone for a moment. Take a deep breath and say these words out loud. I am worthy of receiving massive, unexpected, and unlimited abundance. Say it again. Now be very still and notice what happens inside you. Does your mind immediately scoff? Do you feel a tightening in your chest or your stomach? Does a voice whisper, "Who are you kidding?" That feeling, that voice, that is the resistance, that is the unworthiness we are here to heal. Do not fight it. Do not judge it. Simply thank it for showing itself to you. It has been trying to protect you based on old, faulty programming. Now we will give it a new program. Every single day I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. Look deep into your own eyes and say the following with as much feeling as you can muster. I release the lie that I must earn my goodness. I am an inherently worthy child of the universe, and I now allow myself to receive my divine inheritance of abundance, joy, and peace. At first, it will feel awkward. You might even cry. That is the old pain leaving you. Keep doing it. Every time you do it, you are expanding your cup. You are raising your thermostat of deservedness. You are telling your subconscious mind that it is safe to be happy, it is safe to be wealthy, it is safe to receive. You are not trying to convince the universe of your worth. The universe has never been in doubt. You are only convincing yourself. This is the deepest work. It is the healing of the core wound. As you begin to truly accept your own worthiness, the world around you will have no choice but to reflect it back to you. The opportunities you sabotaged before will now land gracefully. The money that seemed to slip through your fingers will now stick. You will stop blocking your own blessings because you will finally know, in every cell of your being, that you deserve them. You are not a mistake. You are a masterpiece. It is time to start treating yourself like one. Your new life is waiting for you to decide you are worthy of it. Chapter 7. Gratitude, the ultimate financial multiplier. If there were a single practice, a single emotional state, that could act as a master key to unlock every door to abundance, it would be gratitude. We often think of gratitude as a simple thank you, a polite gesture. This is like thinking of the sun as just a simple light bulb. The true power of gratitude is so immense, so transformative, that when you harness it, it will feel like you have discovered a form of magic. Gratitude is not a passive emotion, it is an active force. It is the ultimate financial multiplier. Let's first understand why it works. When you are in a state of lack, worry, or fear, you are operating from a low vibrational frequency, as we've discussed. Your brain is in fight or flight mode, and your energy is broadcasting a signal of not enough. Gratitude is the fastest and most powerful way to change that signal. When you genuinely feel grateful, your brain chemistry literally changes. It releases dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitters, which instantly calm your nervous system and lift your mood. It moves you out of the primitive, fearful part of your brain and into the advanced, creative part. In this state, you can see solutions, you feel optimistic, and your energy becomes magnetic to good things. From a spiritual perspective, gratitude is the highest form of prayer. It is a declaration of faith. When you complain, you are telling the universe, "What you have given me is not good enough, and I don't trust you to give me more." When you are grateful, you are telling the universe, "Thank you for what you have already given me. I see the good, I acknowledge it, and I am open and ready for more." Which signal do you think the universe, which operates on the law of like attracts like, is more likely to respond to with more blessings? It is a cosmic law. The universe sends more to those who appreciate what they already have. The biggest obstacle people face with this practice is the feeling that they have nothing to be grateful for. They say, "How can I be grateful when I can't pay my rent and I hate my job?" This is the great misunderstanding. You are not trying to be grateful for your problems. You are finding things to be grateful for despite your problems. This is the pivot. This is the act of consciously taking your focus off what is wrong and placing it squarely on what is right, no matter how small. Right now, in this moment, let's do it together. Find one thing. Can you be grateful for the eyes that are reading these words? Millions of people cannot see. Can you be grateful for the device you are reading this on? It is a marvel of technology that connects you to all the world's information. Can you be grateful for the chair supporting you? It means you are not sitting on a cold floor. It means you have a place of shelter. This is how it begins. You find one small hook of gratitude and then you climb. This is a practice I call a gratitude rampage. Start with the chair. I am so grateful for this chair. It's so comfortable and it supports me. I am grateful for the room this chair is in, a safe space that protects me from the elements. I am so grateful for this home, my sanctuary. I am grateful for the bed in my bedroom where I can rest my body. I am grateful for the clean water that comes out of my tap, a luxury many in the world do not have. Do you feel the shift? As you climb this ladder of appreciation, your energy begins to lift. Your vibration rises. You are literally tuning yourself to the frequency of abundance. I want you to make this your new obsession. Become a detective for blessings. Keep a small notebook and every night before you sleep, write down 5 things from your day that you are grateful for. They don't have to be big things. I am grateful for the delicious cup of coffee I had this morning. I am grateful for the stranger who smiled at me. I am grateful that I hit all green lights on the way to work. This practice does 2 things. First, it ends your day on a high vibration, which allows your subconscious mind to work on solutions for you while you sleep. Second, it trains your brain to actively look for good things during the day. What you focus on expands, and as you focus on blessings, you will start to see more and more of them. Now we can take this to the master level. Are you ready? The most powerful form of this practice is to be grateful for things that have not yet arrived. This is not delusion, this is creation. When you thank the universe in advance, you are demonstrating absolute faith. You are aligning your energy so perfectly with your desire that it has no choice but to manifest in your physical reality. Find a quiet moment each day and feel the gratitude for your new reality as if it is already here. Say, "Thank you, universe, for the unexpected check that is on its way to me. Thank you for the perfect, high-paying, joyful job that has already found me. Thank you for the feeling of complete financial peace and security that is now my normal reality." Feel the relief. Feel the joy. Feel the gratitude, as if you just opened the bank statement and saw the number you have been dreaming of. This is how you become a master creator. You are no longer begging or hoping. You are acknowledging a truth that has already been created in the spiritual realm and are now gratefully drawing it into your physical world. Gratitude is the soil in which the seeds of your desires grow. Without it, the ground is hard and barren. With it, the ground is fertile and rich, and your dreams will blossom faster than you can imagine. Make gratitude your new default state. When you wake up, before your feet hit the floor, think of one thing you are grateful for. When you are stuck in traffic, instead of getting frustrated, look around and find something to appreciate. Before you eat a meal, take a moment of silent gratitude for the food that will nourish your body. This single shift will multiply every good thing in your life. It will take the little you have and turn it into more than enough. Gratitude is the bridge from the world of lack to the world of abundance. Walk across it every single day. The view is magnificent. Chapter 8. The Secret Morning Ritual. How to win your day in 15 minutes. I am now going to give you the most practical and powerful tool in this entire book. This is the "this" from the title. It is the secret daily practice that will take all the concepts we have discussed, vibration, deservingness, and gratitude, and weave them into a single, unstoppable force for change in your life. The first 30 minutes of your day are the rudder of your day. The direction you set it in that sacred window will determine the entire course of the next 24 hours. For years, you have been allowing the world to violently snatch that rudder from your hand the moment you wake up. What is the first thing most people do in the morning? They reach for their phone. They immediately flood their sleepy, suggestible brain with the world's problems, with stressful emails from their boss, with carefully curated images of other people's lives that make them feel inadequate. In that single act, you have handed over your power. You have set your energetic thermostat to reactive and stressed and lack. You have started your day by taking in a dose of poison. Today that ends. We are going to reclaim your morning. We are going to create a simple secret ritual that you will perform alone before the world has a chance to intrude. This ritual will take no more than 15 minutes, but it will be the most valuable 15 minutes of your day. This is your new non-negotiable. This is how you win the day before it has even begun. There are 5 simple steps. Do not be fooled by their simplicity. Their combined power is immense. Step 1. The vow of silence. Your phone does not exist for the first 30 minutes of your day. This is the hardest rule and the most important. Do not check emails, do not look at social media, do not read the news. That is the world's agenda, not yours. Your morning is a sacred space for a private conversation between you and the universe, and you do not invite a screaming crowd into a sacred space. Step 2. Hydrate and appreciate. Before you do anything else, drink a full glass of water. But do not just gulp it down. As you drink it, do it with conscious intention. Feel the cool, life-giving liquid entering your body. Feel gratitude for it, acknowledging that you have access to clean, fresh water, a blessing so many do not have. In this simple act, you are physically flushing your body and energetically starting your day with an act of receiving and appreciation. You are programming your cells with gratitude. Step 3. The Gratitude Blitz. Now, either sitting on the edge of your bed or in a comfortable chair, close your eyes. For the next 3 minutes, go on a gratitude rampage as we discussed in the last chapter. Mentally or out loud, begin rapidly listing everything you are grateful for, big and small. Do not stop to analyze. Let one thought flow to the next. I'm grateful for this bed, for the roof over my head, for my heart that is beating, for the coffee I'm about to have, for my children, for my pet, for the color blue, for music. The goal here is to generate momentum, to rapidly raise your vibration and flood your being with the feeling of appreciation. Step 4. Set your intention. This is where you become the thermostat. After your gratitude blitz, with your energy high and your heart open, you will now set the command for your day. State one clear, powerful, positive intention for the day ahead, as if it is already a fact. Here are some examples. Today is a wonderfully profitable day, and money flows to me in surprising and joyful ways. I am a magnet for brilliant ideas and divine opportunities today. I move through my day with a feeling of complete ease and flow, and everything works out perfectly for me. Choose one that resonates with you, or create your own. Say it out loud with conviction. You are not hoping or wishing, you are directing. Step 5. Feel it real. This is the final and most magical step. For the last 2 to 5 minutes, you are going to live in the feeling of your intention being true. Close your eyes and imagine it is the end of the day, and your intention has come to pass. What does it feel like? If your intention was about money flowing to you, feel the feeling of relief. Feel the excitement of seeing your bank account full. Feel the freedom of paying a bill with a smile. It is the feeling that is the prayer. The feeling is the signal you are broadcasting to the universe. Soak in that feeling. Let it fill every cell in your body. Smile. Then open your eyes and go about your day. That is it. That is the entire ritual. It is simple, it is private, and it is profoundly powerful. It is called a secret ritual, not because you must hide it in shame, but because you must protect its sacredness. This is your private time to align your energy before the world tries to knock you out of alignment. Consistency is everything. Doing this for 10 minutes every single day is 1,000 times more powerful than doing it for an hour once a month. You are building energetic momentum. Each day you perform this ritual, you add another layer of power. After a week, you will notice a shift in your mood. After a month, you will start to see synchronicities and small miracles showing up in your life. After 3 months, you will look back and barely recognize the person you used to be. You are no longer waking up and letting the day happen to you. You are waking up and creating your day on purpose. You have taken the rudder and you are steering your ship toward the shores of the life you have always dreamed of. Start tomorrow. This one small change will lead to the flood of abundance you desire. Chapter 9, the Feel It Real method, visualizing with power. We have touched on this in our morning ritual, but now we must dive deep into one of the most potent creative faculties you possess. It is the power of your imagination, used not for idle daydreaming, but for the conscious construction of your new reality. This is the art of visualization, but we are going to call it the Feel It Real method, because the feeling, not the picture, is the true engine of creation. Most people have tried visualization and given up, saying it doesn't work. The reason it didn't work is because they were doing it wrong. They were simply running a mental movie of what they wanted, like a silent film with no emotional charge. That is not visualization. That is just thinking. True creation requires that you immerse yourself so fully in the experience of your desire fulfilled that your body and your subconscious mind believe it is happening right now. Remember our radio tower analogy. Your feeling is the signal. The Feel It Real method is how you consciously choose to broadcast the powerful signal of "it is done." Let's explore why this is so effective. Your subconscious mind, the vast and powerful part of you that runs your bodily functions, your habits and your beliefs, has one peculiar trait. It cannot tell the difference between a real experience and an experience that is vividly and emotionally imagined. If you vividly imagine sucking on a sour lemon, your mouth will begin to water. Your body responds as if the lemon were actually there. In the same way, when you vividly imagine the feeling of relief and joy that comes with being debt-free, your body chemistry changes as if you were truly debt-free. You are generating the physical, biological signature of your wish fulfilled. You are literally becoming, on a cellular level, the person who already has what you desire. And because the law of the universe states that like attracts like, your physical reality must then rearrange itself to match this new inner state. You are no longer chasing your desire. You are collapsing the time and space between you and it by becoming its vibrational equivalent. So how do we do this properly? It is a short daily practice, ideally done when you are relaxed, either during your morning ritual or just before sleep. It is a journey into the world of the senses. First, get clear on what you want. Don't be vague. Instead of just, "I want more money," get specific. "I want to receive an unexpected check for $5,000. Now close your eyes and do not just see the check. You must become the actor in the scene. Imagine yourself walking to the mailbox. Feel the cool metal of the mailbox door under your fingertips. Hear the squeak of the hinge as you open it. See the stack of mail inside. You riffle through it, and there it is, an envelope with your name on it from an unexpected source. Feel the paper of the envelope in your hands. Your heart beats a little faster with anticipation. You tear it open, and as you unfold the letter, you see the check. You see the number written clearly, $5,000. Now the most important part. Feel the emotion. Let a wave of pure electrifying relief wash over you. Maybe you let out a gasp or a laugh of pure joy. Feel the tension you've been carrying in your shoulders for months suddenly dissolve. Feel the smile spread across your face. What is the very first thing you would do? Would you run inside to tell your partner? Imagine that conversation, hear their happy shout. Would you sit down and immediately pay a bill you've been dreading? Imagine logging into your bank account and making that payment, not with a feeling of loss, but with a triumphant feeling of power and freedom. This is the Feel It Real method. It is about immersing yourself so completely in the sensory experience of the end result that it feels more real than your current problems. Many people get stuck here. They say, "But I'm not a visual person, I can't see pictures clearly in my mind." That is perfectly fine. The seeing is the least important part. The feeling is everything. If you can't see the check, then just focus on the feeling of relief. What does pure financial relief feel like in your body? Is it a warmth in your chest, a lightness in your stomach, a sense of deep calm? Cultivate that feeling. Hold it for as long as you can. That feeling is the magnet. That feeling is the prayer that has already been answered. Another common block is distraction. Your mind will try to wander back to your current reality, whispering, "This is silly, you're still broke." When this happens, do not fight it. Gently acknowledge the thought, and then guide your focus back to the scene, back to the feeling. Think of it like training a puppy. You don't get angry at the puppy for wandering off, you just gently guide it back to where you want it to be. Your focus is a muscle. The more you practice this, the stronger it will get. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes every day. You are rehearsing your future. You are creating a new neural pathway in your brain, a pathway of prosperity. You are programming your subconscious mind with a new reality, and its only job is to then go out and create that reality for you. You are not forcing or manipulating the universe. You are aligning with one of the infinite potential realities that already exist. There is a reality where you are happy, healthy, and wealthy. Your job is to tune into its frequency so that it can become your physical experience. This practice is the tuning process. It is the most loving, powerful, and creative thing you can do for yourself. You are the artist and your life is your canvas. Your feelings are the paint. So pick up your brush and start painting the masterpiece you were born to live. Do not just wish for it. Live in it, in your imagination, until it has no choice but to be born into your world. Chapter 10. Declutter your wallet. Declutter your life. We have spent a lot of time working in the invisible internal world of thoughts and feelings. Now it is time to anchor all of that powerful inner work into the physical world with a simple, tangible act. There is an ancient spiritual principle that is as true as gravity. As within, so without. This means that your outer physical world is always a perfect mirror, a perfect reflection of your inner world. If your mind is cluttered with worry and fear, your home, your car, and your desk will tend to be cluttered as well. If your inner energy is stuck and stagnant, your financial life will also feel stuck and stagnant. The beautiful thing about this law is that it works both ways. Just as your inner world creates your outer world, you can consciously change your outer world to send a powerful new message to your inner world. Today, we are going to perform a small act of physical magic. We are going to declutter the home of your money. We are going to clean your wallet or your purse. This may seem like a trivial task, but I assure you it is a profound spiritual ritual. Your wallet is the physical symbol of your relationship with abundance. How do you currently treat it? Is it a chaotic mess, stuffed with faded receipts from months ago, expired coupons and crumpled bills? If so, what message do you think you are sending to the universe about how you manage your resources? You are sending the signal of disrespect, disorganization, and carelessness. You are energetically saying, I can't even handle the small amount I have now, so please don't send me any more. We are going to change that signal today. I want you to take everything out of your wallet or purse. Everything. Empty it completely onto a clean surface. Now, pick up each item one by one. The first things to go are the old receipts. A receipt is a symbol of money that has already been spent and is gone forever. Hoarding them in your wallet is like clinging to the ghosts of money past, and it creates an energy of, money is always leaving me. Keep only the ones you absolutely need for taxes or returns, and file them away neatly somewhere else. For the rest, as you throw them in the trash, say, thank you for the good that this money brought me. I now release this old energy to make space for new money to flow in. Next, look at any old loyalty cards for stores you never visit, or expired gift cards. These represent stagnant potential and dead energy. Let them go. Get rid of anything that is not useful, beautiful, or that does not make you feel good. Now, wipe down the wallet itself. Clean the pockets, inside and out. Treat it with the respect you would give to a treasured object. This is the home where your money will live. Make it a clean, welcoming, and honored space. Now let's put things back in, but with intention. Arrange your credit and debit cards neatly. If you carry cash, take the time to smooth out the bills and arrange them all facing the same direction in order of denomination. This small act of creating order sends a powerful signal of respect and stewardship to your subconscious mind. You are behaving like a person who is a good manager of money. As you place your organized cash and cards back into your clean wallet, hold it in your hands for a moment. Feel its new lightness, its new sense of order. Imagine it is a magnet, a powerful attractor for more money to come and join its well-kept friends inside. You have just completed a powerful ritual. You have cleared out old stagnant energy and declared to the universe that you are ready, responsible, and open to receive more. Now you can expand this principle. Look around your home. Where else is there clutter? Is there a junk drawer that is a symbol of chaos? Is there a pile of clothes you never wear that represents your attachment to a past that no longer fits you? Clutter is the physical manifestation of stuck energy. Every object you own that you do not use or love is tying up a small piece of your life force. Letting it go frees up that energy for new things to come into your life. You do not have to declutter your entire house in one weekend. That would be overwhelming. Start small. Choose one shelf, one drawer, one small corner. Set a timer for just 15 minutes and see how much you can clear in that time. As you pick up each item, ask yourself, does this support the person I am becoming? Does this give me an energy of joy and expansion? If the answer is no, let it go. Thank it for its service and release it. By doing this, you are creating a physical vacuum. The universe abhors a vacuum and will rush to fill it. When you clear out old stagnant energy, you create empty space that must be filled with new, fresh energy. When you give away clothes you no longer wear, you make space in your closet for new clothes to arrive. When you clear the clutter from your desk, you make mental space for new, brilliant ideas to land. This is not just about being tidy. It is about becoming a conscious curator of your own energy field. Your home is an extension of your energy field. Make it a temple of peace, order, and beauty, and it will support your journey into abundance. Your outer world and your inner world are in a constant dance. When you take control of your physical environment, you are leading the dance. You are telling your subconscious mind and the universe, I am creating order. I am making space. I am ready. Start with your wallet. It is a small step with massive energetic repercussions. Honor the home of your money, and you will find you have much more money to come home to. Chapter 11. The Art of Inspired Action versus Desperate Hustle. There is a common and dangerous misconception about the law of attraction. Many people believe that they can simply sit on their couch, visualize $1 million, and wait for it to fall from the ceiling. This is a fantasy that leads to disappointment and disbelief. While the inner work of aligning your energy is the primary cause, creation in this physical world also requires action. However, not all action is created equal. There are two profoundly different kinds of action you can take, and understanding the difference is the key to creating with ease instead of with struggle. The first kind is what I call desperate hustle. This is the action most of us are taught to take. It is born from a place of fear, doubt, and scarcity. It is fueled by the belief that I have to make this happen. If I don't work myself to the bone, it will never work out. Desperate hustle feels heavy, forced, and draining. It is you, trying to control every outcome, trying to manipulate the world through sheer force of will. It is the salesperson making 100 cold calls with a tight knot of anxiety in their stomach. It is the entrepreneur working 18-hour days, fueled by caffeine and fear, sacrificing their health and relationships for a goal that always seems just out of reach. This kind of action often gets very poor results for the amount of effort expended. Why? Because the energy behind it is all wrong. The feeling you are broadcasting is, I don't have it yet. I don't trust the universe. This is hard. And the universe, being a faithful mirror, simply gives you more circumstances that feel hard and that confirm you don't have it yet. You are running on that treadmill, sweating and struggling, but going nowhere. Now let's look at the second kind of action. This is what I call inspired action. Inspired action is the complete opposite of hustle. It is born from a place of trust, alignment, and connection. It does not feel heavy. It feels light, exciting, and sometimes even playful. It shows up not as a should or a have to, but as a sudden intuitive nudge. It is a spontaneous idea that pops into your head that feels good to think about. Inspired action is the universe tapping you on the shoulder and whispering, "Psst, go this way." You have done the inner work. You have cleaned your house, practiced gratitude, and aligned your vibration with the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You are now a tuned radio, broadcasting on the frequency of abundance. Inspired action is the universe's way of delivering the matching signal back to you. It is the answer to your vibrational call. So what does it look like in real life? It is that sudden urge to take a different route home from work, where you then see a for rent sign on your dream apartment. It is the spontaneous thought to call an old friend you haven't spoken to in years, who then tells you about a perfect job opening at their company. It is the whimsical idea to start a small blog about your passion for gardening, which then grows into a profitable business you never could have planned. Inspired action often does not make logical sense at the time. Your rational mind might say, "Why would I call that person? What's the point?" But your intuition, your soul, is giving you a gentle push. The art is learning to trust that push. The universe sees the whole map, while you can only see the road directly in front of you. Your job is not to figure out the entire journey from start to finish. Your job is simply to align your energy and then have the courage to take the next obvious, inspired step that presents itself. The universe works like a divine GPS. It doesn't give you all 10 turns at once. It says, in 200 feet, turn right. You must trust that right turn, even if you don't know where the next turn will be. When you take that inspired action, the next step will then be revealed to you, and then the next. The path to your desire is not a straight line you can plan on a spreadsheet. It is a magical, unfolding dance of co-creation between you and the universe. You lead with your vibration, and the universe responds with an inspired idea. You then follow through on that idea, which shows your trust, and the universe then presents the next piece of the puzzle. How can you tell the difference between an inspired idea and just another thought from your anxious mind? Inspired ideas feel different. They feel light, expansive, and often come with a sense of quiet excitement or deep peace. Anxious, fear-based ideas feel heavy, contracted, and are usually accompanied by a sense of urgency and pressure. One is a gentle whisper, the other is a frantic scream. Learn to listen for the whisper. Cultivate moments of stillness in your day, through your morning ritual, or just by taking a few deep breaths so you can quiet the noise of your mind and hear the guidance from your soul. When you get an inspired nudge, act on it without delay. The universe loves speed when it comes to inspired action. Procrastination is a form of doubt. It is you telling the universe, thanks for the idea, but I don't really trust you. Stop trying to force your life into existence. Your only job is to get happy, to align your energy with the frequency of your desire, and then to joyfully act on the inspirations that flow to you as a result. Let go of the how. The how is the universe's domain, and its intelligence and resources are infinitely greater than yours. Trade your desperate hustle for divine guidance. Exchange your struggle for surrender. You will find that you accomplish far more with far less effort and have a lot more fun along the way. Your life is not meant to be a battle. It is meant to be a dance. Let the universe lead. Chapter 12. The Magic of Giving. The Unbreakable Law of Circulation. We have now come to a principle that may seem counterintuitive, especially when you are in a state of feeling lack. It is the sacred and unbreakable law of circulation, which is most powerfully expressed through the act of giving. Many people who are struggling financially operate from a mindset of hoarding. They cling tightly to every dollar they have, terrified that if they let one go, another will not come to replace it. This fear, while understandable, creates the very reality it dreads. Think of money as energy, like the flow of a river. When you hoard it, you are essentially building a dam. You might have a small reservoir of water behind your dam, but you have stopped the natural, life-giving flow of the entire river. The water becomes stagnant, murky, and lifeless. To have a healthy, thriving river, the water must be allowed to flow in and flow out. The same is true for the energy of money in your life. To receive more, you must be willing to let some of it go. This is not about being reckless or irresponsible. It is about shifting your core belief from, there is not enough, so I must hold on tight, to, I live in an abundant universe, and I am a channel for its flow. As I give, I create space to receive more. Giving is a powerful declaration of faith. It is you looking the universe squarely in the eye and saying, I trust you. I know there is more where that came from. This act of trust sends a massive signal of abundance out into the world. You cannot genuinely give from a place of joy and simultaneously feel a sense of lack. The two feelings cannot coexist. In the moment of giving, you are experiencing the feeling of having more than enough, of being a source of generosity. And what does the universe do when you broadcast a feeling? It sends you more circumstances and resources to match that feeling. Giving is one of the fastest ways to become a vibrational match for more abundance. Let's be very clear about what this means in practice. I'm not telling you to give away your rent money. Giving should never come from a place of fear or obligation or as a desperate attempt to manipulate the universe. Giving must be done with joy. The feeling behind the act is everything. So start small, start where you are. The universe does not care about the amount. It cares about the intention and the energy behind the amount. If you have only $10 to your name, giving away $1 with a feeling of pure joy and trust is 1,000 times more powerful than a billionaire giving away $1 million begrudgingly for a tax write-off. How can you practice this? Look for small opportunities to be a channel of generosity. When you buy your morning coffee, can you leave an extra dollar in the tip jar, not out of duty, but with a silent blessing for the person who will receive it? Can you buy a coffee for the person in line behind you, just for the joy of seeing their surprise? When you are at the grocery store, can you donate $1 to the charity at the checkout, feeling genuine gratitude that you have enough to share? Can you find a cause you believe in, a local animal shelter or a food bank, and set up a tiny automatic monthly donation of just $5? This creates a consistent automated outward flow, a constant signal to the universe that you are a giver. But giving is not just about money. You can give your time, your praise, your attention, your skills. Can you give a genuine, heartfelt compliment to a coworker or a stranger? That is an act of giving that costs nothing but can change someone's entire day, and in doing so, it raises your own vibration. Can you give your undivided attention to a friend who is struggling, truly listening without trying to fix them? Can you volunteer an hour of your time to a cause that lights you up? All of these acts open the channel of circulation. They break the dam of hoarding and allow the river of life to flow through you. When you give, you shift your identity from someone who needs to someone who has. You move from being a victim of circumstance to being a source of blessings. This shift in identity is priceless. There is a subtle but powerful difference between giving and sacrificing. Sacrificing is giving something away that you truly need, with a feeling of resentment or loss. This lowers your vibration. Giving is sharing your surplus, no matter how small, with a feeling of joy and trust. This raises your vibration. Always give from your overflow, not your core. Even if you feel you have nothing, you have an overflow of something. You have an overflow of potential smiles, of kind words, of a listening ear. Start there. Let the joy of that kind of giving fill you up. As you practice this, a miraculous thing begins to happen. You stop seeing the world as a place that is trying to take from you. You start to see it as a place that is conspiring to give to you, so that you in turn can give more. You become a conduit for universal abundance. Money and opportunities begin to flow to you more easily, because the universe knows you will not hoard them. It knows you will keep the energy moving, blessing others as you have been blessed. So today, look for one small, joyful way to give. Let go of $1, one compliment, one moment of your time, with no expectation of return. Do it simply for the joy of opening the flow. In doing so, you are telling the universe that you are no longer a dam. You are a wide, open, and powerful river, and rivers are never, ever empty. Chapter 13. What to do when an unexpected bill arrives, and it will. Life on this planet is a classroom for the soul, and that means you will be tested. Even as you practice these principles and raise your vibration, challenges will arise. The universe is not punishing you. It is testing you to see if you have truly learned the lesson. One of the most common and powerful tests you will face is the arrival of an unexpected bill or a sudden financial setback. This is the moment of truth. In the past, your reaction was likely automatic. A wave of panic, a sinking feeling in your stomach, a flood of thoughts about "I'll never get ahead," just when things were getting better. This reaction is the old programming. It is the scarcity virus and the struggler blueprint kicking into high gear, instantly dropping your vibration back down into fear and lack. And from that low vibration state, you will only attract more things to worry about. This is the moment where you must consciously choose a different path. Your reaction to a financial challenge determines your financial future more than any other single factor. It is the pop quiz that shows the universe whether you are ready to graduate to the next level of abundance. So, the bright red envelope arrives in the mail, or the email lands with the subject line "Invoice due." Your heart begins to pound. Here is your new 3-step protocol. This is your emergency response plan to stop the downward spiral and use the challenge as a slingshot into greater abundance. Step 1. Do not panic. Acknowledge the feeling. The first impulse will be to panic. You must interrupt this pattern. Take a deep, conscious breath, literally before you do anything else. Breathing deeply sends a signal to your nervous system that you are safe. Acknowledge the feeling of fear or frustration without judgment. Say to yourself, "Okay, I am feeling fear right now. That is just the old energy. I don't have to act on it." By simply noticing the emotion instead of becoming it, you create a small gap of awareness. In that gap lies your power to choose a different response. Step 2. The pattern interrupt and the blessing. This is the crucial move. Instead of spiraling into negative thoughts, you're going to do something that feels completely illogical to the old you. You're going to bless the bill. Yes, you read that right. Hold the bill in your hand, or look at the email on the screen and say these words out loud with as much sincerity as you can muster. "Thank you. I bless this bill, and I see it paid in full. This bill represents a service or a product that I have already received and benefited from. I am grateful for that benefit, and I am grateful that the universe always provides me with more than enough to meet all of my needs with ease." Then you go one step further. You bless the person or the company that sent you the bill. Say, "I bless the company that sent this. May they prosper and thrive, and may all the people who work there be blessed with abundance." Why do we do this? This radical act instantly shatters the victim mentality. You cannot be a victim and a source of blessings at the same time. It short-circuits the fear response and replaces it with an energy of gratitude and generosity. You are acknowledging that a flow of energy has already happened, a service was rendered. Now you are confidently declaring that the energy will continue to flow through you to complete the cycle. This act sends a powerful shockwave of trust and abundance into the universe. You are behaving like a wealthy person, someone who is not panicked by bills because they know they are simply part of the flow of resources. Step 3. The immediate pivot to gratitude. After you have blessed the bill, do not dwell on it any longer. Immediately, and I mean immediately, pivot your focus. You must now deliberately flood your mind with thoughts of your existing abundance. Start a gratitude rampage right then and there. "I'm so grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for the food in my fridge. I'm grateful for the love of my family. I'm grateful for the money I do have in my account, no matter how small. I'm grateful for my ability to breathe." Spend at least 2 full minutes doing this. This is essential. It recalibrates your vibration, lifting you out of the fear frequency of the bill and back into the abundance frequency of gratitude. It reminds your subconscious mind that even with this new challenge, you are still overwhelmingly blessed and provided for. After this 3-step process is complete, then and only then can you look at the problem with your rational mind and decide on a practical course of inspired action. From this higher, calmer vibrational state, you will be able to access creative solutions that were completely invisible to you when you were in a state of panic. You might suddenly remember a person you can call for help. An idea for earning some extra money might pop into your head. You might find the courage to call the company and work out a payment plan. The solution will appear because you have made yourself a vibrational match to the solution instead of a match to the problem. Every unexpected bill is a test. Will you react with fear, reinforcing the pattern of lack, or will you respond with faith, using it as an opportunity to practice your new beliefs and strengthen your abundance muscles? Every time you successfully pass this test, you prove to yourself and to the universe that you are a master of your energy. And when you become a master of your energy, you become a master of your life. The bills will no longer have power over you. You will have power over them. You will see them not as threats, but as opportunities to affirm your unshakable faith in the infinite, abundant flow of the universe. Chapter 14. Recognizing the signs, how the universe winks at you. As you begin to implement these practices, a beautiful and magical thing will start to happen. The universe will begin to talk back to you. It will start sending you signs, little winks and nudges, to let you know that it has heard you and that your new reality is on its way. This is a critical phase because if you do not know how to recognize and acknowledge these signs, you can miss the encouragement and lose faith just before the real breakthrough happens. The flood of abundance you desire rarely starts as a tsunami. It almost always begins as a small, gentle trickle. Your job is to notice and celebrate every single drop, because that celebration is what signals to the universe to open the floodgates wider. These signs are a form of feedback. They are the universe saying, Yes, keep going. You are on the right track. Your vibration is shifting and we are starting to match it. So, what are these signs? They are often small, seemingly coincidental things that align perfectly with your new abundant mindset. One of the most common signs is finding money. It might be a penny on the sidewalk, a forgotten $10 bill in the pocket of an old jacket, or a quarter in the slot of a vending machine. The old you would have dismissed this as meaningless. The new you understands that this is a physical wink from the universe. When you find it, do not just pocket it. Pick it up and say out loud or in your mind, "Thank you, I see this, I accept it, and I am ready for more." You are acknowledging the sign, which reinforces the connection. You are celebrating the trickle, which invites the flood. Another common sign is receiving unexpected gifts, discounts, or freebies. Someone buys you lunch unexpectedly. You get to the checkout and discover the item you are buying is on sale for half price. A friend gives you a ticket to a concert they can't attend. These are not just random acts of luck. These are the universe demonstrating the principle of abundance to you in small, digestible ways. It is showing you that resources can flow to you easily and without effort. Each time this happens, your response should be a surge of genuine gratitude. Wow, thank you. This is more evidence that I live in a friendly and abundant universe. Acknowledge the magic. Synchronicities are another powerful form of communication. This is when you are thinking of an old friend and they suddenly call you. You are wondering how to solve a problem, and you overhear a conversation between strangers that gives you the exact answer. You see repeating numbers like 1111 or 444 everywhere you look. These are moments when the veil between your inner world and the outer world becomes thin. They are signs that your thoughts and your reality are beginning to align in a powerful way. When these happen, smile. Take it as a personal note from the universe that you are in the flow. You will also start to receive more compliments and praise. As you begin to vibrate at a higher frequency of joy and deservingness, people will unconsciously pick up on it. They will be more drawn to your energy. A co-worker might praise your work. A stranger might compliment your smile. Each compliment is a reflection of the new light you are shining. Receive it graciously. Don't deflect it with false modesty. Simply say, "Thank you, that's so kind of you to say," and let the good feeling soak in. The key to all of this is to start keeping an evidence journal. This can be the same notebook you use for your gratitude practice. Every time one of these signs appears, write it down. Found a penny today. Got a free coffee. Heard my favorite song on the radio right when I needed it. At the end of the week, read through your list. You will be astonished. You will have concrete, undeniable proof that the universe is responding to your new vibration. This journal becomes a powerful tool against doubt. On days when you are feeling low or when a challenge appears, you can open your evidence journal and remind yourself of all the ways the universe has already been supporting you. It rebuilds your faith in an instant. Do not dismiss the small stuff. The small stuff is the big stuff in disguise. A universe that can deliver a penny to your path can just as easily deliver $1,000. It is the same universal law at work. The only difference is in your own mind and your own resistance. By celebrating the penny with wild enthusiasm, you are lowering your resistance to receiving the $1,000. You are becoming a person who expects good things to happen. Your life is a conversation between you and the universe. For a long time, you may have been speaking a language of fear and lack. Now you are speaking the language of gratitude and abundance. These signs are the universe joyfully speaking that same language back to you. Listen closely. The winks are everywhere. Chapter 15. Your new relationship with money. A partner, not a predator. For your entire life, you have had a relationship with money. The problem is, for most people, it has been a dysfunctional, abusive, and deeply painful one. We are now going to consciously redesign that relationship from the ground up. You are going to stop treating money like an enemy to be conquered, a cruel master to be served, or a wild animal that is constantly trying to escape you. You are going to start treating money as a dear and valued partner. Think about the healthiest, most loving partnership you can imagine. What are its qualities? There is mutual respect, appreciation, and trust. There is open communication, and both partners support each other's growth and well-being. This is the new model for your relationship with money. Let's break down how we have been getting this so wrong. Many of us see money as a predator. We fear it. We believe it is the source of our stress and anxiety, so we avoid dealing with it, like the avoider we discussed earlier. We don't look at our bank statements because we are afraid of what we will see. This is like being in a relationship with someone you are terrified of. You can never create a happy, prosperous life that way. Others see money as a savior. They believe that if they just had enough money, all of their problems would magically disappear. They put it on a pedestal and worship it, believing their happiness is entirely dependent on it. This gives all their power away and leads to the desperate hustle, trying to please this external god so that it will finally bless them. And many see money as something dirty or evil. As we deconstructed in the first chapter, they resent it and judge those who have it. This is like being in a relationship with someone you constantly criticize and hold in contempt. Is it any wonder that this partner doesn't want to stick around? It is time for a relationship revolution. Your new relationship with money will be founded on respect. You will start speaking about money with respect. You will banish phrases like filthy rich or stupid bills from your vocabulary. You will handle physical cash with care, not crumpling it in your pocket. You will manage your accounts with attention and diligence as a sign of respect for the resource you have been given. Your new relationship will be founded on appreciation. When money comes to you in any amount, you will greet it with a genuine thank you. You will see it not as a random occurrence, but as your partner showing up to support you. When you spend money, you will do so with gratitude for the value it is bringing you, whether it's the food that nourishes you or the electricity that lights your home. You are appreciating your partner for all the ways it makes your life better. Your new relationship will be founded on communication. This means you will no longer avoid looking at your finances. You will sit down regularly, perhaps once a week, and have a calm, non-judgmental money date. You will look at what came in, what went out, and you will make conscious plans together. This is not about restrictive budgeting from a place of fear. It is about conscious, loving co-creation with your financial partner. And most importantly, your new relationship will be founded on a shared purpose. You will stop seeing money as the end goal. You will see it as a supportive partner that helps you fulfill your true purpose. Money becomes the resource that allows you to be more creative, more generous, to spend more time with loved ones, to learn new things, and to make a positive impact on the world. You are giving money a noble job to do in your life. You are enrolling it in your vision for a beautiful, meaningful existence. Now, I want you to perform a powerful exercise to seal this new partnership. Find a quiet time and write a letter to money as if it were a person. Start by apologizing for your past behavior. Dear money, I am writing to you today to apologize. For years, I have treated you with fear and resentment. I have blamed you for my problems and accused you of causing my stress. I see now that this was unfair, and I am truly sorry. Then state your desire for a new relationship. I want to start over. I want us to be partners. I promise to treat you with respect, to appreciate you when you are here, and to trust that you are always working for my highest good. Finally, share your new shared purpose. Together, we are going to create a life of freedom, joy, and generosity. You will help me to care for my family, to pursue my passions, and to be a force for good in the world. I welcome you into my life as my trusted and beloved partner. Read this letter out loud. Feel the emotional shift as you do. You are fundamentally changing the energetic contract between you and the energy of abundance. You are moving from a state of opposition to a state of collaboration. When you treat money like a trusted partner, it will begin to behave like one. It will show up for you, it will support you, and it will stick around because it feels welcomed, respected, and appreciated in your presence. You will no longer feel like you are in a constant battle with your finances. You will feel like you are in a beautiful creative dance with a partner who is always there to lift you up. This is not just a mental trick. This is a deep, energetic realignment. Your relationship with money is a reflection of your relationship with yourself. As you learn to love and trust yourself more, you will naturally create a more loving and trusting relationship with this powerful energy in your life. Welcome your new partner home. Your life together is going to be amazing. Chapter 16. Protecting your energy. Dealing with doubters and naysayers. As you embark on this transformative journey, your inner world will begin to change dramatically. Your thoughts will become more positive, your feelings more elevated, and your entire energy field will begin to glow with a new light. This is a beautiful and sacred process, and you must protect it fiercely. As your inner world changes, you will encounter a challenge from the outer world. It will come in the form of the people around you who are still stuck in the old energy of lack, fear, and cynicism. These are the doubters and the naysayers. They may be well-meaning friends, family members, or co-workers, but they are still infected with the scarcity virus, and like any virus, it will try to spread. This is a critical test. Your new high vibration state is like a tiny newborn flame. You must cup your hands around it to protect it from the winds of negativity, or it will be extinguished before it has a chance to grow into a roaring fire. When you start to feel better and talk differently about money and life, some people will not understand. They are accustomed to the old you, the you who would complain with them about how expensive everything is, the you who would worry with them about the economy. When you stop participating in these low-vibration conversations, it can make them uncomfortable. Your newfound positivity can feel like a bright light being shone on their own negativity, and their first instinct may be to try and dim your light so they can feel more comfortable in their own darkness. They will say things like, "Oh, you're just being unrealistic. That positive thinking stuff is nonsense," or "It must be nice to not have to worry, but some of us live in the real world." Do not be discouraged by this. Do not, under any circumstances, get drawn into an argument or try to defend your new beliefs. Arguing with a naysayer is like wrestling with a pig in the mud. You both get dirty, and the pig enjoys it. Trying to convince them is a waste of your precious primary currency, your energy. They are tuned to the lack and struggle radio station, and they simply cannot hear the music you are starting to hear. This is why the title of this book says to do this in secret. The secret is not about hiding your success. The secret is about protecting your process. Your inner work is sacred. It is a private garden you are cultivating. You do not invite people who trample flowers into your sacred garden. So, what is the practical strategy? It is one of elegant and loving detachment. When a friend starts complaining about how broke they are, do not join in. But also do not preach to them about the law of attraction. Simply listen for a moment and then skillfully change the subject. I hear you, it sounds like things are stressful right now. Hey, did you see that amazing movie last weekend? You are refusing to add your energy to their fire of negativity. You are protecting your own vibration without being condescending or creating conflict. If someone directly mocks your new positive outlook, do not get defensive. A simple, calm smile and a neutral phrase like, "Well, it's working for me," is all that is needed. You do not owe anyone a detailed explanation of your spiritual practice. Your results will be all the explanation they ever need. As your life begins to transform, as you become happier, calmer, and more prosperous, the most observant people around you will notice. They will be the ones who come to you quietly and say, "You seem different lately. You seem so happy. What's your secret?" These are the people you can share with because they are genuinely curious and open, but until they ask, keep your practice private. This also means you may need to lovingly create some distance with certain people for a while. If you have a friend who does nothing but drain your energy with constant negativity and gossip, you must limit your exposure to them. This doesn't mean you have to cut them out of your life forever in a dramatic fashion. It just means you might choose to see them for coffee for an hour, instead of spending a whole evening absorbing their toxic energy. You are the guardian of your own energy field. It is your most sacred responsibility to keep it clean and clear. Think of it like a non-smoker walking into a room full of heavy smokers. You wouldn't sit there for hours, inhaling the second-hand smoke that makes you feel sick. You would politely excuse yourself. Negativity is energetic second-hand smoke. Do not be afraid to politely excuse yourself from conversations and situations that lower your vibration. As you continue to raise your own frequency, a natural sorting process will occur. Some people will be inspired by your light and will be lifted up with you. Others will find your new high vibration uncomfortable and will naturally drift away. Allow this to happen. Trust the process. The universe is simply making space in your life for new high vibration people who are a match for the new you. Your job is not to convert anyone. Your job is to become a lighthouse, A lighthouse does not run all over the island looking for boats to save. It just stands on its rock and shines. And by shining its light, it allows the boats to find their own way safely to shore. Be a lighthouse. Protect your flame. Shine your light. And watch as the world rearranges itself around your beautiful, powerful glow. Conclusion. The final secret. It was always you. We have traveled a long way together, you and I. Do you remember the person who first opened this book? The quiet hum of anxiety that was their constant companion. That person felt like a victim of circumstance, a small boat tossed on the stormy seas of a world that felt cold and unforgiving. They believed that happiness and wealth were destinations they had to struggle desperately to reach. Look at how far you have come. You have bravely journeyed inward, sweeping out the dusty lies that told you money was evil and that you were unworthy. You have faced the shadows of your own personal money story and found the courage to write a new one. You discovered the scarcity virus that had infected your thinking and began the daily work of healing it with a powerful dose of gratitude. And then, you were given the key. You learned the great secret that you are not a victim but a powerful broadcasting tower, shaping your reality with the signal of your feelings. You understood that you must stop being a thermometer, merely reporting the coldness of the room, and become the thermostat, deliberately setting the temperature of your life to warmth, joy, and abundance. You realize that your energy is your true currency and that managing it is your most important work. You learn to open your hands to receive by first learning the magic of giving. You found the courage to face down unexpected challenges, not with panic, but with a blessing. You started to notice the winks and whispers from the universe, the evidence that your new signal was being received. You began to heal your relationship with money, transforming it from a predator into a cherished partner. And you learned to protect your sacred inner flame from the winds of doubt and negativity. You have learned so many things, but now we come to the very end of our journey together, and it is time for the final and most important secret of all. The final secret is this. The power was never in this book. It was never in my words or in any specific technique. The secret is you. It was always you. All of these tools, from the morning ritual to the Feel It Real method, are simply ways to help you access the power that has been sleeping inside you all along. The power to choose a different thought was always yours. The ability to find one small thing to be grateful for was always within you. The capacity to imagine a better future, to feel the joy of it in your body, has been your divine birthright from the moment you were born. You are, and have always been, a spark of the infinite creator, endowed with the ability to create worlds with your focus and your feeling. This book did not give you that power. It just gave you the permission to finally use it. It reminded you of a truth your soul has never forgotten. You are not a separate, helpless being, begging a distant God for blessings. You are a focal point of God, a channel through which the universe experiences itself and expresses its own infinite abundance. The abundance you seek was not hiding from you. It was waiting inside you patiently for you to turn your attention inward and acknowledge it. The joy you crave was not in a future bank account. It was waiting in your own heart for you to give yourself permission to feel it right now for no reason at all. This book is not a destination. It is a departure gate. You are now stepping onto a new plane of existence, a new way of living, and you are the pilot. Do not be overwhelmed by all the practices. If you remember nothing else, remember this. It all boils down to your commitment to feeling good. Feeling good is not selfish. It is your most profound service to the world. For when you are in a state of joy, gratitude, and love, you are aligned with the creative forces of the universe, and you become a beacon of light that uplifts everyone you encounter. Your only job now is to continue the practice, to tend to your inner garden every single day, to choose the thought that feels better, to find the gratitude to protect your energy, and to act on the joyful, inspired nudges that will now come to you more and more frequently. Your life is no longer something that happens to you. It is something that flows from you. So go now, you magnificent creator, go and live this truth. Do not just believe it, be it. Become a living, breathing testament to the power that resides within you. Let your life be a masterpiece of joy, freedom, peace, and overflowing abundance. Let the floodgates open, not just for money, but for love, for health, for creativity, for every good thing you can imagine. The universe has been waiting for you to remember who you are. Welcome home.